Hi guys, in this demo we'll be configuring virtual service, but before we do that, I'll just quickly go through a use case so that we all are on the same page. So if you follow this article, it talks about how a multi-tier application connects with a database, and that's the application is actually sitting in VMware SDDC. The architecture would be somewhat this that the load balancer is load balancing the applications which are part of the backend server, which means that these are the OCVS virtual machines which are hosted on ESXi, and they are using the load balance service, and the load balancer service actually connects to the autonomous database using the NSX uplink. So similar use case, but in my case, it was a little different. This was where the customer came back and said that they want to keep the similar IP address. They don't want the IP address to be changed. That's one of the use case. Um, and they didn't wanted to expose the IPs to the database. So for that use case, we actually came up with AVI. So AVI is here acting as a proxy. You can think of. If you think here, your virtual machines are actually part of the server pool, and they are talking through a VIP AVI interface, a virtual IP that communicates to tier 1 gateway. Tier 1 connects to tier 0, which goes through NSX Edge uplink 1, and it connects to the DBCS. So the server pool, which is the workload VMs, I'll just bring my laser. The server pool is this set of machines. They are on a IP address 192 class C. They connect to the load balancer VIP, which is .100, and .100 further communicates to the DBCS, which is in 10 series, which is again in a private subnet. DBCS connects back using source NAT, which is 192.168.0.100, which is the VIP IP address, and VIP further talks back to the virtual machine, which is on a workload VM. So that's how the workflow of the communication happens. So I'll try to demonstrate the same use case in my lab.